It's Friday, July 27th. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Evening Update. At the top of the news, some good news for residents of 933 properties in the Wilden neighborhood of Kelowna's Glenmore area, as a wildfire that began early Friday afternoon is now being considered held. However, those 933 property owners still remain on evacuation alert. The fire began about 1 o'clock Friday afternoon in an area above Yates Road in Glenmore. As mentioned, the 933 and evacuation alert are mainly those who access their homes from Rio Drive, Upper Valley Drive, and Union Road. Kelowna Fire Department responded to the blaze this afternoon, and they were joined by the BC Wildfire Service, who hit that fire hard with 4 bombers, 4 helicopters, and 10 ground personnel. The fire appeared to be heading uphill in the direction of Rio and Upper Valley Drives. Residents also being asked to avoid areas around Yates Road to allow emergency crews to do their job. Most active wildfire burning in the Kamloops fire region is the Placer Mountain fire west of Cathedral Mountain Park. More than 100 firefighters are now battling that one, which has grown to more than 800 hectares. Fire is burning in a region that was ravaged last year by the 50,000-hectare cross-border Diamond Creek wildfire. And crews from the province also starting to hit the 1,500-hectare Snowy Mountain fire, that burning near the U.S. border. Until now, wildfire crews had been just monitoring it from afar. Doug Findlater will not be seeking a 4th term as mayor of West Kelowna. Findlater announced Friday morning he would be stepping away from politics after 10 years as the city's mayor and 1 year on city council. Prior to that, he spent 4 years as chair of the West Side Governance Committee. Former councillor Gord Milsom is the only declared candidate for mayor. Residents go to the polls October 20th. It appears an irrigation system was to blame for a mudslide that sent a torrent of mud, rocks and trees into a swimming pool at the Mandalay condominiums in Vernon this week. The system either failed or was left on. 2 women in the pool at the time suffered minor injuries. One of those women was thrown onto the concrete deck when a large tree slammed into the pool. It's been a few weeks since the city of Penticton declared the party is over in the downtown area, vowing to roll out more bylaw officers and crack down on the city's drug-related vagrancy issues. While police said this week they've received fewer complaints from the downtown core, that's not the view from everyone. Some business owners downtown say they haven't noticed a big change yet, while one says in some respects things are worse, saying people don't seem to be afraid to hide what they're doing. A female cyclist taken to hospital with undetermined injuries after being struck by a vehicle Friday afternoon in Vernon. The incident occurred at 43rd Avenue and 27th Street shortly after 12:30. A pair of brazen thieves used an SUV to smash their way into Village Green Centre and robbed the People's Jewelry store overnight. At about 3 a.m., thieves drove into the mall, then smashed into the doors of People's Jeweler. The 2 wore masks and dark clothing. No indication what was taken. Police investigating what could be a rash of groping incidents at the recently completed BC Summer Games. The incidents apparently happened during a dance at the conclusion of the Games last Sunday in Cowichan Valley. As many as 30 girls at the dance complained of inappropriate touching on the dance floor. It's tough enough to beat the heat when you have a home or to retreat to, but if you're homeless, the wildfire smoke and blazing sun can be relentless. With temperatures in the mid-30s and smoke lingering, Kelowna Gospel Mission is now open from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. every day, so its clients can escape the heat. The shelter has seen a large number of people experiencing difficulty breathing with headaches and sore eyes. Finally, an attempt at tree pruning and removal went terribly wrong this week in Kelowna. Pictures and video sent to Castanet show a tree branch came down on several vehicles parked on the south side of Ethel Street. Seems a Kelowna cab took the brunt of the damage. Okanagan weather, sunshine and hot for the balance of the weekend and into next week. Highs in the mid-30s, and the smoke is expected to linger through that time as well. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, a mother of a murder victim is a fixture in Kelowna court, and we'll have complete coverage of Center of Gravity. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.